people can't like stand silence. I feel like so many people, I don't really know for certain, but I feel like there's a lot of people, it's a common thing to be like, I don't want to be alone with my thoughts. I feel like that's a common phrase that people will say, like something that like people have heard before. And I just feel like that being like a normalized scenario where people can't be alone in silence with themselves and their mind, I don't think that's a good thing. I think that it's very interesting that people are that way. I think that if you can't do that, if you can't sit in silence and for like just 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, 10 minutes is a long time when you're sitting in silence, but if you can't sit in silence for 5 minutes, I think you need to take a look at yourself and see what the problem is, because there's something there that you need to tackle, and it seems like you're just hiding from it and not really looking at the problem. And I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's a pretty common thing. Like, I don't think there's just like a couple people out there. I feel like a lot of people just don't really like silence. Like, you're sitting in a room with a group of people, and if it's quiet, everyone's like, it's quiet, like, I've got to say something, I got to fill the void, someone's got to speak, like, this is so awkward, it's so weird, no one's talking. We always have to be like, we got to say something. If everyone's sitting there, like, you know, everyone's lounging out in the room, sitting on their phone or something, and they're just like, you know, chilling out, if no one's talking, I guarantee you someone will eventually think, at least, at the very minimum, think it's quiet, you know? And I just think that it's kind of interesting. I'm not saying that, like, if you're with a group of people and no one's talking, that's a good thing. But I do think it's interesting that it kind of bothers people that, like, if you're like, it immediately becomes awkward if you're not communicating, because you're just there quietly, and a lot of people feel like that void needs to be filled constantly. And I think that that's kind of something interesting. I don't know. I think that a little bit, I just feel like a little bit of nothing is good sometimes, you know, a little feeling especially in the world today when there is everything at your fingertips. Anything you want to look at, you want to know about, you want to like figure out, like if you want to read something, if you want to watch something, if you want to listen to something, there's just infinite, there's so many things you could be doing. I think it's good sometimes to just take a break, pause, slow down, and do nothing. You know, and, you know, that's meditation, whatever, mindfulness. And I think that it's something that people should kind of do, because when your mind is constantly being filled, you know, it never has time to catch up. And I feel like a lot of times I find myself doing it as well, where I'll be scrolling through like YouTube. Like, I watch tons of YouTube. I'll be watching videos just to watch videos. Like, I don't necessarily totally pay attention to them. I don't really take anything away from them. Maybe I'll laugh if I'm watching something that's funny, but I'll just constantly, like, I'll be like, I don't really want to do anything right now, I'll just scroll through YouTube trying to find a video to watch so I can watch a video for a few seconds or a few minutes, and then I'll look for another one. And it's just like, I don't know. Take some time to do nothing. I don't know. I was doing that earlier, where I was looking through YouTube, I was watching videos, and then I got up and I sat down and did nothing for like 2 minutes, and then I proceeded to do a little bit of drawing, and then I went and I did a little bit of writing, kind of did like a little tidbits of things of, like, I guess, creativity, and now I'm recording. I I don't know. I think I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that I paused for a second, or if I just kind of got distracted by something else now, and this is what I'm doing because I was bored with watching YouTube. I don't know, maybe, but I just feel like sometimes, like, I don't really like, I like to draw. I like to do, like, I like to create things. I like to make stuff, you know, like the idea of writing like a script or writing a story or drawing a picture, like creating a world, basically. It fascinates me and I enjoy it. But on the same hand, I struggle to get myself to do it. And I think it's really interesting. I think that's something really interesting to look in as well. And I think I've talked about it before, but like, I have tons of videos that I want to record, and I want to stop making these videos, but these videos are so easy to do. I have ideas for other videos like written down and like that I could kind of start working on right now if I wanted to. But instead I keep telling myself, oh, but I gotta do this, and that's some effort, so I'm not gonna do that. And I just keep pushing it off. And even though these are things that like I really want to do and I enjoy doing, but then I'm like, oh, but that's work. I don't want to do that. I'll just sit here and watch another couple videos and just spend my time away doing that. And I don't know. I feel like it's a waste. I've told myself multiple times, shut it all off. You know, don't watch any more YouTube. Don't watch anything else. Just kind of go entertainment free. And if you want to entertain yourself, or if you want entertainment, entertain yourself. You know, record a video, work on a drawing or something. But on the other hand, I tell myself, and I don't know if this is like a little excuse, but like I also, as a person that enjoys creativity, I don't want to shut myself off from the outside world entirely, because I want to be able to take in other people's experiences and other people's art and other people's work. I want to see what other people have to offer in order to better educate myself on, I guess, my entire life experience, because everything's built off experience, and so I want to try and keep that in, but at the same time mitigate how much of it I have so that I can focus on putting more out, I guess. I don't know. And somehow that all ties back to not sitting in, being able to sit in silence, being able to sit with yourself and quietly work on something creative, or work on art, or just kind of sit there and think, or not even, you don't even need to worry about thinking, just kind of sit there. You think automatically, so it's not even, you don't even need to worry about it. And, you know, if you sit down and the first thought that comes to mind is like, if I'm sitting here wasting time, and if I sit here for a moment longer, my day, like, I'm just, if all you think about is bad things that are happening, or like will happen, you know, if like you sit down and all you do is worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, if you sit down and all you do is worry about what's going to happen next year, or what's going to happen because you took this time to sit down and do nothing, you've wasted plenty of other time in other places. So the whole like sitting down and wasting time doing nothing, I think is just ridiculous. That's something you need to tackle. You know, if all you think about is negative thoughts when there's nothing else to distract you, that's something you need to work on. That's something you need to kind of fix. You know, chill out a little bit. Not everything's the end of the world. Um, if you need to get something done, you'll get it done, and things are gonna be okay. You know, I'm making this video. I have homework I should be doing, and maybe this is me procrastinating. But at the same time, I know that tomorrow it's gonna be a lot of work I'm gonna have to put in to get it done in time. But I'm not panicking, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be all right. You know, and I think that that kind of all stems from being able to sit there in silence. If you can sit there in silence, I think that says a lot about your mental state and your mental health. And if you can't do it, I would practice. But yeah, that's all. Peace.